so before, that required many phone calls to shipping lines, many emails, and that's why this information is interesting, because then I can see where I am, and I can see where I am, and then I can make modifications directly in the system to the VL so that it changes the port of departure.
Okay.
So traders do that all the time. No other software in the space is built for this. It's a very specific use case, and our customers use it all the time.
I see. So for this to work, so they change the bill of lading in Haven system, and the system will generate an email to the carrier, right?
Or
on behalf
EDI.
of the customer.
Yeah. Or EDI, or it'll go, yeah, that's right.
But the system, I mean, Haven and the carrier system is separate.
No,
the communication is through email.
No, we link to directly to their back office system when it comes to EDI.
Oh,
yeah. So when it comes to EDI, or when it comes to, they have online booking portals that they use, and so what we do is the system can log into the portal.
I see. But that's different from the interface with the carrier you said, right?
So there's many interfaces with the carrier.
Okay.
So the first is on pricing.
Pricing, yes.
Pricing, that's all email.
Okay.
Because that's how carriers do it.
Yeah.
But for sailing schedules, it's EDI connectivity directly to the back office.
Oh, okay.
For booking confirmations, and actually sailing schedules, we use intermediaries as well. We use third-party data sources as well for that. Then for booking confirmations for a number of these different documents, right? That's either through EDI with the carrier directly. There's intermediaries that do EDI connectivity as well, that the carriers own. So they own subsidiaries that do EDI connectivity.
Okay.
And so we'll connect to those, or we'll connect to their website and automatically fill in forms from the system. Or we'll do, which is what you standard, that's like what Mint.com and Personal Capital and all those guys do. Plaid, all those guys do that for banks. We do the same thing for the shipping lines.
Okay. So in terms of the bill of lading, so say if the customer makes changes in payment system and they connect to the back office of the carrier directly.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, they can do that through us.
It's like an instantly change.
It takes what is it? Because the carrier actually, this is really.
They have to take time to process it.
Yeah, let me actually. I can go into this a little bit. So here's the crazy thing about shipping lines, is that they've spent gobs of money on back office systems for documentation, right?
Yeah.
And for this EDI connectivity.
Yeah.
When they get an EDI message, they look at one screen that has the EDI message on it, and they copy and paste it into another screen. They have humans doing it in Thailand, Philippines, Southern China, and where else?
Say it again.
So the carrier gets a nice, well-formatted EDI message from Haven.
Yes.
Goes into their back office, shows up on a screen. They look at the screen up here, and then they copy and paste it into the documentation producing system over here. They're totally separate. And that's at Maersk Line, the most advanced shipping line in the world. Totally separate system. They have a team in Thailand that copies and pastes one place to the other. And then that produces a changed bill of lading. When that happens, that bill of lading gets sent back, because that has to be an email, gets sent back to the customer. And it shows up.
It's just only copy and paste, or is there approval system?
It's yeah. Who knows what they're doing on the back end? I think I have no idea what they're doing on the back end, because they won't show it.
Okay.
If you talk to the CEO of Maersk, they spend 67 emails per ship. 67 emails per ship.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, that's the wonderful world of shipping lines. So then what happens? The next piece, if you're not using Haven, you have to pay attention to all the changes, and you hope that they didn't make a mistake. Like, what happens now? If you talk to Cargill and these guys, they'll send a request to the carrier via EDI, and the carrier will misspell their name on the response. And so they said, "Wait, I thought this whole thing was supposed to be electronic." Right? And of course, it's not within the carrier. They just can't do it.
Okay, I see.
So what we do is we validate the response. And so we provide additional value add because we're reviewing it.
I see. But it's automatically, not by person, because
Yeah, it depends on the trade. Sometimes we'll do it by person. Sometimes we'll hand check, but it just depends.
I see.
So yeah, that's how that works. It's back and forth. So basically, you have to integrate with carriers and budget ones. But the next piece, right? So we've got activity that happens in the platform. I'm not going to go too much into this, but let's just say this. So when the process of booking a shipment is many different steps. You remember the before and after screen? The thing you want to make sure you're doing is you're telling the right person to do the right thing. Okay. And so we have automated workflows, templates that actually generate automated workflows for the customer. So it literally gives the customer a notification that they need to do something versus somebody else down the chain, right? And it manages that process of communication. As we're processing lots of documentation, and this is only in slide form. I think this launches today, but I don't have it in my demo environment yet, but I'd love to show you this live. This is provider performance. So because you're booking all of your logistics through Haven, you can see how good the providers are.
Provider means?
The carrier, the shipping line, the freight forwarder. Are they on time? Do they hit their arrival times, their estimated arrival time? Okay. What's their response time on a booking? Because when they get that booking request, they can't come back instantly because they got a bunch of humans doing the work, right? So how long does it take them to come back? What are the rates like? Like where are they in the market, right? Shows them all this information in a single screen. I'm quite certain this product, this little one screen will sell our product all next year. It's pretty, so you can see it. And we've got an advanced version that we're really, it's kind of good high level. So you can see it, okay, so let me go into kind of, we've talked, I mean, we've been talking all over the place a little bit. I want to cover a couple things. What are some of the questions? Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the Expedia model, why that doesn't really work for large companies. If you were doing a small door service company, the Expedia model is fine.
It's a retail.
It's a retail model, and it works great for the retail model. It doesn't work for high volume shippers. So
one thing to add on the Expedia model is it's built on a few other technologies as well. That Hyatt Hotels is connecting to Expedia via Sabre, as an example. And this industry doesn't have Sabre, right? It's another fundamental thing that Expedia actually needs to work, as well as balancing supply and demand a lot faster. Hyatt can do that. China Shipping, and Maersk and CMA and all of those have to do that a little more in a live fashion for a whole host of other reasons as well. So that's why that retail model breaks.
It's all manual because at the end of the day, a physical ship has to move, and it's a manual process. I think that the shipping lines can be much smarter with pricing their goods than they are right now. But if they were, and everyone doesn't do it at the same time, the one that starts is going to go bankrupt. Because there's no margin there, they can't afford that sort of long runway. So I think we're many decades off from that model. All right, so this is I can't share this actually externally, other than to share it with you guys directly on the phone. So we can't disclose this one. So we did an ROI for Caterpillar, and I wanted to take you through what Caterpillar's process is.
Caterpillar?
Mm-hmm. The company, yeah, the machine, equipment company. So I'm going to show you, we're going to go back to this real quick here. So Caterpillar procures freight here and procures freight here in Singapore. They ship from factories in China. And just bring it closer. Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool. So Caterpillar, right, procures from these locations, but then ships from all these other locations around the world. So now what happens is, because they don't want to spend money building the operational team in-house, and by the way, they already have 15 people that do this in-house, that don't do anything other than answer calls when there are problems. That's what they do in-house. They sold off that business. They pay $30 per container. I think they actually pay $50 per booking. Sorry, $50 per booking